Alright everybody, beautiful angle, I know, but I'm driving down the road trying to be safe, so obviously you have to start your video up. Anyways, something kind of happened, and it's, not gonna lie, it's a pretty big deal, and not quite sure how I feel about it yet. Definitely excited, but a little scared. So you'll find out in our videos that Cole found himself a big Duramax instead of his 3L, which kind of got me a little curious. Why would he do that? You know, he loves this truck. It looks sweet. And it's because he got an offer on his white truck that was like, wow, that's a lot. With this much money, I could go buy a big diesel, and that's what he did. Almost. He'll explain in his video, so you should watch that. So obviously seeing that, and that my truck is pretty similar to Cole's. I mean, obviously there's some different packages and things like that going on, but you know, year, model, stuff like that. 2 + 2 equals, hello, my truck's worth a lot of money too. And what if I could sell it and make a lot of money and get into something different? Because the option to get into a big 6.6 Duramax is pretty appealing. You guys don't know this, it was before we started the channel. I had a big Duramax before. I loved it, ran good, looked pretty cool. We might throw a picture of it in here. But I ended up selling it, obviously, because the market got crazy high, as we all know. Everyone's talking about it, it's hard to get trucks, whatever. But I kind of want one back, but I also didn't really want to give up the power of my 6.2. But I mean, I drove Cole's and it ran really good, has a lot of torque, and I do pull a fair amount of trailers and stuff like that, so it maxes out my half ton pretty much, what I typically pull. So needless to say, I am driving home from a nearby dealership in a 2022 big 6.6 liter Duramax high country. So notice that we're in a Chevy now. It's just happened to be what they had. I saw it, I was like, I wonder what they'll take for that. So I shot a price. They said, let me see what I can do. While they're checking that price, I reach out to someone else about what they'd give me for my truck, and it turns out they gave me enough. So I am selling my truck, my 1500, on Tuesday, and this is Friday. So I definitely got some work ahead of myself, because there's way too many cool parts and hours spent making my other truck, which is still super awesome. I don't want this video to sound disrespectful at all, because I mean, I obviously was in a brand new truck and I loved it. I mean, it only had 7,000 miles on it, so I was just really getting to use it, and finally got it looking the way I want it. But you also got to not get attached to stuff and take advantage of an opportunity whenever it's there to flip something and make a little bit of money. So that's kind of where we are. I wanted to get everybody up to speed before I really reveal this truck, and some plans, some things we might do with it. I don't know how I feel about the color. I don't think I mentioned the color in the video, but let's just say it's going to be a little hard to keep clean, but it's okay, and I don't have to go back to Phoenix. So that's all that matters for now. We'll catch up with you then. See ya. So this part really sucks, because I'm driving home from buying this truck, and I've got this dope wide stance monster sitting right here in front of me, and it looks so good, but it's about to go away. So it does hurt a little bit. This is a very bittersweet moment, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, we just play with these trucks. We make them look cool. We have fun doing it, and I guess that's what matters. You don't want to get, you know, too caught up on the situation. So whoever gets it's probably going to enjoy it, I hope, and I'm certainly going to enjoy, you know, doing some things that make this truck that I just got my own, which will be fun. We're looking forward to sharing it with you guys and seeing what we decide to do. Well, we kind of want to do what this truck deserves at this point, which is a very, very big thank you and a courteous farewell, because it's done stuff, people have looked at it and they've enjoyed it, and I've enjoyed it. But this is going to be the last time that you see this truck, basically the finished product I wanted it to be, before I did something stupid and got something else. So we're just gonna know it's dirty as all get out, but we'll do a walk around of what it looks like, because we're going to start stealing parts off this truck, and then we'll show you what it looks like when we're done, when we're going to sell it, whatever. So just go ahead and take a peek at it, and then we'll take a look at what's going to be replacing it.
Put a little bit of shit, 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 put a little bit of shit.
Hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. This is never going to happen again. She's about to leave. But the good news is, like we said, it's getting replaced with something. So let's take a walk and take a peek at what we got. All right, everybody. I thought we might just talk about what I'm going to plan to do. Obviously, we want to utilize all the parts that we had on the other truck as much as we can. No, you can't take everything, but you can take some of it and then put our own touch on the rest. As far as the wheels and tires go, we are actually going to go with some spacers that will get us from this 8-lug pattern to what's on our half ton to make that setup work, and then see what it looks like. If it looks too small, we'll change it up, but if it works, that's great. I definitely don't want to give that setup away, considering I just got it. And I also have to apologize to you guys. I kept saying 14 wides, 14 wides, 14 wides that were going to go on this half ton, and unfortunately, with circumstances, it's not going to happen. The truck's going to be gone in a few days. I'm not just going to buy a set to slap on there to show you that they rope like crazy or cut my truck anymore. So, but on the bright side, this truck will eventually, at some point, see a set of those. So I kind of lied, but I'm going to try to make up for it with this. So, but for now, we're going to put those 24x12s on here with 2-inch spacers, see what that looks like. Maybe turn the torsion keys up on this truck to get it leveled out where it'll clear that. And then just some other things like we've done to our other trucks. If you start looking at the truck, I mean, I'll probably leave some of the badging on it, but some of it I will take off. So you'll see some debadging stuff going on. You can also plainly see into this vehicle where you cannot in our others. So we're going to get them tinted. Probably go back with what we had before, 5%. Probably will pull those steps off. Not against people who like steps. I'm not a huge fan of the appearance of the truck. I like to make it look like there's as much clearance as possible. It makes the truck look bigger. So maybe put some amps on it later or something else, but I'm not a big fan of these, so I'll be taking those off. As we continue around the truck, we are back to, obviously, stock tail lights, and that's a big bummer because we switched from GMC to Chevy, and the Chevy is different. So that's going to be a bummer. I'm going to probably just have these painted black to match the truck, and then, you know, give my buddy Cole a screaming good deal on a nice set of Recons for something he may buy in the future. So, or maybe you've already seen it. I don't know when this is going to come out, but we'll find out. We moved to the tailgate. I don't know about these lower badges. This one's gone. It doesn't look good. It needs to be in the middle of the tailgate, and it's not. So we'll pull that one off. We'll color match the one on the front. Beyond that, I don't know what else I'm going to do to this truck yet. I mean, I haven't had it very long, but that's the thoughts as of so far. So we'll keep you guys up to date as we start tearing the other truck down, what we're going to use, how poopy or maybe to you good the other one looks whenever we sell it after we strip all the parts off of it. So we look forward to you guys keeping track with us as we get started tearing this stuff apart. Alright guys, I am about to go sell my truck. Selling it to some people out of Texas, Texas Auto Value, and I've never had them complain about how clean or dirty something is, so I'm normally the kind of guy to mint something all the way out before I sell it. I mean, you want it to be appealing, but in this case I didn't have time, so the truck's looking pretty rough. I mean, it's real gross, been driving down gravel roads, wheels are all caked in dust. Doesn't have a terrible amount of mud or anything on it, but overall just, you know, fairly dirty. So we'll see if they care about that. And I also didn't touch the inside, but stole the mats out of here, so I mean, on video looks pretty good, so let's hope it looks that way to them whenever they take a peek at it. So let's see how this goes. Well, this is it, the drive to town to get the old silver truck sold. So it's gonna be a little sad, but it's okay. It's just a truck, right? We'll see what they have to say about it. Hope you like it. Okay, quick update on the truck. Normally I like to be outside walking around it, showing you guys everything that we did, but it's super windy out today. We got a little cold snap coming through, so for now we're just going to talk about it just briefly. And the original plans we had here for the high country, said we were going to try to go with some adapters that could make our 6 lug wheels fit. We bought some of those, but they did not work. It was a 2-piece adapter. The first piece would fit on fine and bolt up, but then when you put the second piece on, it wasn't big enough to fit over the hub of the wheel in the back. So, and you can't make the cutout for the hub any bigger on those spacers going to a 6 lug, because there's just no room. You're going from something so big to so small, so there's just nothing that's going to work. Only thing that would even be possible is we pulled a measurement on it, would be a 4-inch spacer to get them to work. And yeah, I know we like stance, but that's a bit too much. I would like to at least be able to turn a little bit. So so we ditched that idea, and we ended up putting those 24 by 12s on the Cheyenne. We'll get some pictures of that. I bought a lift kit for it. We're going to put a 4-inch rough country kit on it so it can be able to turn. And then I purchased a set of wheels and tires for this truck, and we're going to be showing them to you when they come in. So I hope you like them.